Hey everybody, this is yours truly coming at you with a live get ready with me, and I'm streaming at the same time on Facebook. So yeah, so this is a live get ready with me video. So yeah, so at times I may be looking over here, at times I may be looking over there, but you know, you guys pretty much get the gist of it. So yes, this is a get ready with me. I have no clue of what I'm doing, but I'm attempting to try to do a get ready with me. As you can see, my hair is all pinned up, and yeah, so I'm rocking my blue hair today. You may not be able to see it in the lights. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm rocking my blue hair. And I decided to do a blue makeup look today to match my blue hair. So let's get started. Okay, I already cleaned my face. So now I'm just going to add some primer to it. And this is a Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is a little sample that I got because normally I just use the Fenty Beauty primer, but this is I tried this out and I like it, and it has been getting a lot of good views, a lot of good reviews. So yeah, it just leaves your skin very smooth for makeup application. So next I am going to use the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and this is in the translucent shade. I also have the deep dark shade, I believe they call it, but I'm going to use this to set my eyes. And I did not even put my mirror here, y'all. So excuse me 1 minute while I get my mirror. All right. Okay, I'm back. So yes, get this mirror. And the reason why you want to use you don't even technically have to use like a setting powder. You could use like a transition shade, which I'm going to use, but I like to use this because it helps the shadows blend a little bit easier. So you could be as sloppy with this as possible because you're going to cover it up anyway. You just want to try to get it on. So I don't know what kind of look I'm going for, so I'm just flying solo right now. I don't know. I'm just gonna do, make it up as I go. So that's it for now for that. Now what I'm gonna do, I am going to use a base, and this is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. I use this when I'm using some. Hey friend. I use this when I'm using like a lot of bold shades. So like hot pinks, purples, blues, stuff like that. It's nice to have like a white base if you want your colors to pop. So I'm gonna use just a little bit. Ooh. A little bit of this because I'm gonna blend it out anyway, and you really don't need much. So yeah, if I could get, I know I should have set up like a bigger table, but whatever. Oh goodness. So what's up with y'all? What's good? You know what, I can't even find my blending brush for this. I know I'm overlooking it because I know I put it up here. So I'm just going to use my fingers. My fingers are clean. I washed my hands prior to. So I'm just going to blend it out with my fingers. But what's going on? What's the tea, y'all? What's new? What's going on? I haven't been really watching the news lately. But it's just really sad on how what's going on with these kids in these schools, man. Because when I was in school, like, my biggest worry was, you know, who was going to be my friend for that day. You know, that was like my biggest worry. Now these kids got to worry about, you know, guns, and it's just crazy. It's just ridiculous. Okay, next I am going to go in with my blue eyeshadow. Yes, blue eyeshadow. It's a way that you could wear blue eyeshadow without it looking tacky or without it looking like something back from the 80s or whatever. It's all about the technique and all on how you blend it. Okay, so I am going to take, and this is in the shade Midnight, and this is a pressed pigment from MAC. See, this go to show y'all that I don't do makeup tutorials often. Everybody want me to do them, but I don't do them because it's like I always leave something somewhere else, and then I gotta get up. So let me get up and get the right damn brush. I'm just gonna bring my whole damn brush collection over here, so I don't have to get up no more. So this is like my brush collection, y'all. So I'm gonna sit this right here, so I don't have to get up anymore. Okay, what? And when you have this many brushes, it's like you can't. Oh my God, I'm sorry, y'all. This is why I don't do lives. This is exactly why. And my brushes, they need to be cleaned. I just, ugh. Okay, back to, okay, this is the shade in the shade Midnight. It's a pressed pigment from MAC. Let me see. Okay. All right. If you want to, you can spray. You can spray your brush with a little bit of Fix Plus. If you want like a deep, intense foiled look. And then, as you can see, I'm patting it. I'm not moving it back and forth like this, because when you do that, you cause a lot of fallout. So I'm just patting it. And I'm just going slightly above my crease. I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah. So yeah, back to this school situation, man. It's just so sad, man. These kids go to school, and you know, I haven't been keeping up with the news. I really don't know much about like what happened, but it's just really, really sad. Oh, and by the way, you can, and this is strictly up to you. This is like preference. You could do your eyes first and then put on your foundation like I like to do, or you could do it vice versa. Put on your foundation and then your eyes. Me personally, depending on the eye look that I'm going for, I like to, if I'm doing a bold eye and it's like a possibility of fallout, then I'll do the eye first, so I could go back and wipe it off, like wipe my face off, and then go in with my foundation, if that makes sense. So yes, that was the Midnight from MAC. Now I am going to use brown script from MAC, and this is what I use as I always use this as a transition shade. So I'm going to use this in my crease, which I should have did this before I even put on the blue, but whatever. This is why I don't do get ready with me's, because it's like I'm a perfectionist and I like stuff to be on point. And I don't like to be half-stepping, and I always feel like I be half-stepping when I do these get ready with me's. I do a lot of get ready with me's. I don't post them on YouTube or anything, because it's like I don't like, you know, I'm my own worst critic. You know, I don't like the editing, or, you know, it's just something that I don't like, you know. So I'll be like, man, I'm not going to post that. But next I'm going in with Deep Truth from MAC. It's a regular eyeshadow. And it's like a dark, I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, y'all can see it. Like, yeah, it's like a dark blue. And then I'm going to go over my transition shade with this color. And basically I'm just blending it. You want to blend because you want to have like a seamless look. See, this is why I don't like to have fresh flowers in my room, because it always attracts these little, oh, can't stand it. Oh my God. And I'm blending it so it just don't look like real tacky and real, you know. Okay, let me see. Hey, Rojas. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the eyes alone for now, and I'm gonna go in with my foundation. Now I'm using the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation with SPF 15, full coverage, oil-free shine control. You have to use a foundation that is specific for your skin type. Me personally, I have oily skin, so I have to use a foundation that's geared for oily skin. If you have dry skin, you may want to use a foundation that's geared for dry skin. Okay, so I'm mixing this up, and mind you, this is my first time using this. I have heard good things about it, so I hope I don't have to take it back. But this is my first time using it. So what I'm gonna do, well, actually, before I do that, let me back up. I'm gonna use, because I want like a glowy look, so I'm gonna use the Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops. And what that is, it's like it makes your skin look like it's glowing. It's hard for me to describe it, but that's the best that I can describe it. So what I do, I either put the drops on my face, or I just put the drops right here. And you only need a little bit, maybe like that, like this. You only need a little bit, and you can either take your sponge, or you could take your foundation brush and just put little dabs. You don't need too much. And what this does, it's like a thin, coating of like oh my goodness, I don't know how to describe this. It's like a thin coating. It makes your skin look like it's glowing, you know, if that makes sense. You could either mix this in your foundation, or you could put it on under your foundation, as I'm doing right now. But it just have your skin looking like really, really like tanned and Just real cute. And you don't need much. So now I'm gonna go in with the Bobbi Brown foundation, and again, I'm gonna pump just a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in. Some people put on their makeup with their fingers. Me personally, I don't. I don't know. I'm a germaphobe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just think that's not sanitary, to be honest with you. I don't even like priming my face. I don't even like putting primer on my face because I have to put my, don't judge me, y'all. But yeah. Yeah. So, I'm liking this foundation so far. I think I'm going to put just a little bit more. And ladies, one thing I hate to see is when you put on your makeup and you don't go all the way up to your hairline. Always go all the way up to your hairline, because it's like a line of demarcation that you can see, and I hate that. Always go up to your hairline when you're applying makeup. And always don't ever miss your jawbone. Always go do your jawbone. I hate to see when women skip that little step. All right. Okay. Next, I'm going to use my concealer from ColourPop, and it's in the shade Deep Golden. I use a concealer under my eyes because, I have a tad bit of darkness up under my eyes, and also I use it to highlight as well. Some people do this step before they put on their foundation, which is fine, but I do it after I put on my foundation because, like I said, I use it to kind of highlight. And I know I look crazy, but I'm gonna, okay, when you put on your concealer, you want to, hey girl, I'm going to Awake. Yeah, I'm going to Awake. You want to take your sponge, your beauty blender, and you want to make sure it's moist. Normally I run it under the water and soak it and then squeeze it out, but I didn't. So you can spray some Fix Plus on it or some face spray, and then you want to take the pointed side and then you just want to blend, and you notice how I'm just patting it in. I'm not doing this, I'm not, I'm patting it in to blend it. And you could pull this, this concealer is as far down as you like, but I would advise you not to, but some people do it, and like I say, to each his own. Okay. I don't know if you can see, but it's looking a little bright right now. But yeah, it's looking a little bright, but I'm gonna tone that down in a minute. So this is where the translucent powder comes back in. I use this to set my concealer. And again, this step, you can skip this step, but I advise you not to if you don't want your under eyes to start looking cakey. So you take the same beauty blender that you use to put on your concealer, and you dip it in just like that. And then you want to take it and you want to put it, add that wherever you put your concealer. All right. So this step is called baking. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this step is called baking. And I'm going to leave that there for a little while. And what that does is it just absorbs into the concealer, and it just helps it, like, keeps it from caking up, basically. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do, I feel like wearing some lashes today. Normally I get the lash extensions, but I haven't gone. You know what, I think I'm gonna skip this step because I still have a couple on and I don't want to mess them up when I go to take that off. So I think I'm gonna skip that step, and I'm gonna just work with what I have. Okay, next I'm gonna take the deep dark mineralized skin finish from MAC, and I'm gonna apply this in the areas that I did not apply concealer. This step, it sets your foundation. So you can, as you can see, I have the translucent powder here. So I'm not gonna put this over that. I'm just gonna go in the areas that I did not use concealer. Okay, and that just set my my makeup. So now I am going to, I would have been finished if I wasn't like doing this on camera. This would have been done, but you know, anyway. Oh, before I take this off, I'm gonna go back to my eyes, and this is a NARS eyeshadow in the shade Night Flight. It's like a dark navy blue with like blue sparkles in it, and I'm going to use this as my crease, use it in my crease. You don't need much because NARS, their eyeshadows are pretty pigmented, so you don't need much. So now that I have that on, I'm going to get a blending brush and just blend it out. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see it, but okay, now I am going to move on to the eyebrows. Now, I apologize in advance, but my eyebrows are a hot mess. I need to get them waxed. I haven't had time. So, but it is what it is. But before I do my brows, I'm gonna do my highlight in my in the tear duct area. And with that, this is the color Flicker, and it's a pressed pigment from MAC. It's like a light pearly white color. And I'm just going to take a tad bit of this, not too much, but I'm going to add it right in the inner eye corner. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna take my spoolie. This is called a spoolie, and I'm gonna brush my eyebrows. And Lord knows they need to be waxed. But we just gonna work with them. Ooh, they look a mess. We just gonna work with them the way that they are. I'm gonna take, this is the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil in the shade Granite. And I'm just gonna color in those sparse areas. My eyebrows are pretty thick, so I don't have to go overboard with this. I just go in and just color out the sparse parts. Okay, so that is done. Now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna use my Anastasia Pro Pencil. And what it is, when you use that, you just, this is like a pencil that basically you take it and you can basically form and make corrections to your brows. Okay. Now you could blend this out with your fingers. Me, I'm not doing that. Let me see. Okay. So yeah. I'm taking a brush and I'm blending out this highlight. Pleased with it. Okay, so now I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to brush off this translucent powder.